Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Plot Points and Pours. Happy to be reaching out to you, to all our loyal listeners. I assume at this point are in the 100,000s. I don't know. I don't read the comments. Yeah, absolutely. So I'd like to introduce myself. My name is David Lee, and to the man wearing the tight woman's jersey to my left is...
It's not a woman's. It's a children's extra large.
It's very nice.
Hi, everyone. I'm Luke. Welcome back. Glad to have you here with us. This is my good buddy here to my left.
Hey, everybody. I'm Cam. Thanks for tuning in. Episode 4. I hope you had a nice, productive week or so after the tips we talked about last time. You know, spring is in the air. It's another beautiful day. We got playoff basketball. And you know what? There's a reminder that football is still right around the corner. We got the NFL draft right here coming up this week. We're real excited about that. And I think we have the perfect book to bring that all in, Mike Leach. So why don't we just get right to it? Go over right to Vito so he could talk about the book cover.
Hello all. It's Vito. Gonna do a quick book cover. Obviously the front, there's a very nice picture of him. Once again, a New York's bestseller. The point I'm gonna focus on here is, can somebody grab that book and turn around to the back of it? There's 6 very big names in college football are on that book right there.
So what do we got? We got Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
We got
Legend.
Donald Trump.
Matthew McConaughey.
Huge.
Texas guy.
Horns down.
Yep.
Bob Stoops.
Yep. You know Bob.
Who do you think Donald Trump's
Give me a minute here.
favorite college
This is my time, Dave.
football team is?
UConn.
Well, he went to what do you call it? The business school in Pennsylvania. So it could be the Nittany Lions.
He went there?
He went to Penn.
No,
yeah.
And then he went to
It's not
Stefanski?
Penn State, but Penn. Yeah, like Stefanski. Maybe he's a Browns fan.
I thought
because of
Stefanski went to
actually.
Northwestern.
He went to Yale, didn't he?
No, he went to Penn.
I thought he was
Luke's
Northwestern.
right. He's a Philly kid.
Man, there's going to be a lot of what we fixed or what we got wrong in the next episode.
Let's go back to Vito. Let's let him finish up the segment here. I feel like you were rolling there.
I know. Until I get rudely cut off, David. But the back, I think it just proves nobody had a bad thing to say about this guy. And that just leads into how well this book is and what a good man that he was.
Really motivational, right?
It's crazy.
I just want
I
to
got
get
out of
in
this
a
book.
huddle, listen to his play call, and rip somebody's head off.
Yeah, Cameron, you're probably the only one that can actually feel that because you're the only one that played football here.
Is that really true?
It's true.
Yeah.
Besides backyard football highlights from the hills,
Yeah.
I think it's just you.
Then recess.
I do want to stay on your point for 1 second.
Yeah.
Vito,
Please.
Bob Stoops, top football guy. Urban Meyer, top football guy. Where do you think they're from? Where do you think they were born and raised and learned that football knowledge?
Ashtabula.
Like Midwest Ohio?
Yeah.
Midwest Ohio.
Northeast Ohio.
Midwest Ohio, baby.
Good old.
God, man, that is a destination if I've ever heard one.
Speaking of that, with the book, him, college football, and all these big guys, big night tonight, draft.
Oh, yeah.
You guys got any insight on that? I know you guys were reaching out to a few people and stuff.
It's tough to think about because, well, we know who, obviously, Chicago's got the first pick. So it's pretty much already like guaranteed who they're going to take. I honestly wonder what the line would be on Caleb Williams not going first.
Oh, my God. Minus 1 million?
Yeah,
He's got it, right?
betting on him going first, yeah. It's got to be. It's almost worth taking a $5 flyer on that shit or something.
What, to make 10 cents, though?
A $5 flyer on him not going.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Be a millionaire by tomorrow.
Well, let's pull the phone up. Do it.
Hey, I don't got that kind of money.
Caleb Williams, that whole thing is interesting to me. I feel like we should probably do our own top 5 quarterbacks.
Oh, okay.
See what we could come up with.
Before we do that, what are the odds on Caleb Williams going number 1? Just
Man, to
someone
guess,
shoot me something.
I'm going to say...
Do you know?
They're not plus. Yeah, I got to pull it up right now. I got to pull
no
shit.
shit. All right, I'm going to say minus 4,500.
Okay.
The worst the strongest odds I think I've ever seen is minus 10,000.
All right.
if it's anything lower than what Scottie Scheffler should be getting to win the next tournament, it's wrong.
And that would be?
It's probably like plus like 350.
It's minus 20,000.
Oh,
him going number one.
That's nuts.
That's insane.
insane.
But with that, Cameron,
What's sorry, real quick. What's the opposite of it? Do you know?
If you were to take the other
oh,
side.
I don't know. Let me look. I could probably pull that up over here.
Because that's kind of what we were talking about.
Okay, well, Tech Guide handles that. So we were thinking it'd be
Tech
fun.
Guide, yeah.
Yeah, so we were thinking it'd be a fun idea to maybe decide individually the 3 on-air talents plus Vito on who
I don't
we
know how
would
to look
take.
this up.
Who we would take out of these 5?
No. There's
5.
more than 5.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Just,
You're right.
we're gonna do a little quick segment. It's gonna
top
pick
5
your
out of the top
5
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Top 5 out of
yeah.
top quarterbacks. You're right. You're right.
Actually, let me do a little thing here real quick. Okay.
So who do we got on this list?
All right,
So
we got
got Caleb.
We'll run it down. We got Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May.
And this is the order that
JJ McCarthy.
many
Yeah,
of the
that-
experts have
I
been
didn't even wanna
listed
say
in.
his
This is
fucking
the
name.
Michael
consensus
Penix
list
Jr.,
right here.
Bo Nix, Spencer Rattler,
If we're doing this, Dave, do you want to go first?
Michael
Yeah,
Pratt,
I'm happy
Jordan
to,
Travis.
to give my top 5.
Let's hear it.
All right, scroll up.
Do you
there,
need
Vito.
this?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how I feel about what, like,
Hold on. You taking Caleb 1?
I'd take Caleb 1.
Okay.
But I
You
think
didn't say
that's just
that.
because that's the consensus pick. And I think, like, if I were in a position where I was a GM, I think, like, you get fired if you didn't take him first
Yeah.
overall.
We're going Terry Bradshaw speed on this.
Yeah.
Let's
All
go.
Speed the fuck
I'll
up.
take Caleb Williams. Give me, I like his spunk. Man, I'm going to go Drake May number 2.
Okay.
All right.
I
I'm gonna
like
go, I'll take, scroll down for me a little bit. I might take Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy, and then I'll go so quit fucking yeah, Jesus, I'm trying to decide. I'll do Michael Penix next. So that's my
Skipped over
5.
Jaden Daniels.
Wow,
huh?
no Jaden Daniels.
No, I'm not a
Wow.
believer. I actually don't like. I
He
think
won the Heisman.
I'm not a believer.
And even I know
I'm
that.
not a believer.
All right, Luke.
You want me to
next on
go?
the row. Yeah.
Okay, let's get this out there really quick. I know a little bit about Ohio State football, not much about college, period, but let's get into it. I guess I'm not going to be an idiot, and well, in case Cameron does this, you're not an idiot, but I'll pick Caleb Williams number 1, and if you don't, you're not an idiot. I'm sorry. Number
Stay
2,
tuned.
let's do what's the dude from LSU? Keep playing with the computer. Vito?
Jaden Daniels.
Well, I was getting them on one
Daniels,
screen for us.
even with the weird elbow thing. Number 3, I like Michael Penix Jr.
Weird elbow thing.
Dude, what was that?
That really, he's got weird elbows. It's true.
But I feel like I watched a good amount of Michael Penix Jr. play, and I think he's a freaking gamer. I like him a lot. Number 4, let's go Drake May. I don't know shit about him, but whatever.
He's a scrappy guy.
Number 5, Bo Nix, because I'm not picking a dude from Michigan because it's exactly 6 o'clock and Michigan still sucks. So I think that's it. That's my top 5 from a
It is
total
crazy.
expert.
They're saying that
Love
JJ
it.
McCarthy might get picked up by the Washington. So top 5 pick.
Yeah.
Like,
Is that Is that the 4th pick?
what does it go? Chicago. Then who's after Chicago?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Browns
You know, I
aren't in
want
the
to say
first
one
round.
thing.
Cardinals are 4, aren't
Patriots got the 3rd pick.
they? That's
Yeah.
what they were saying, that McCarthy might go to the Cardinals because
They got the 4th.
because Harbaugh's talking him up so much, trying to talk him up so he could take Maserati Marv.
All right, let's keep going. guys.
Maserati Marv.
That guy,
All right, I'm up.
before
Let me
stupid little child's
wrap this up
tattoo.
real quick with a lock here. If anybody wants to put money on this, it's going Caleb Williams 1, Jaden Daniels 2, Bo Nix 3, JJ McCarthy 4, Jordan Travis 5. Lock it in
I
right
have Bo
now.
Nix in there too.
Lock
I
it
think I
in.
am at
Quick
I
thing.
love the confidence there. I love the
$15
confidence.
bet plays plus 2,500 on that. So take that all day, guys.
That's
I'm telling you,
Dude, I love that insight.
I'm
That's
telling you,
phenomenal.
Drake May is going to be a baller.
When
that guy is scrappy.
When this drops on Sunday, we'll see how much money you have.
Some dude put
He'll still be
$100,000 on
working.
Caleb Williams to win $500 tonight.
Dumbass.
Ridiculous. Oh, hell no.
All right, Cameron, let's hear probably the most educated opinion.
Yeah, Cam, let's get the real take on this.
All right, starting with one, I'll still go with Caleb Williams. I don't think he's the generational prospect everybody's making him out to be. I think
Would
he's
agree.
most similarly compared to Trevor Lawrence. High upside, but probably just an average quarterback that needs to work on a lot of stuff. Average starter in the NFL. Number 2, following Luke's lead, I like Michael Penix.
Wow.
If he wasn't a lefty,
balls, dude.
he would be number 1. He would be number
you
1 if
think?
he wasn't a lefty.
Is that why your dad made you start throwing righty?
He tried to. He tried to make me do it.
I
It didn't
know.
work.
Dude's proven, too. I mean, he's played enough college ball, you know?
It's proven he can fit the ball into tight placements. He's not slow either. Number 3, I'll keep it with Jaden Daniels. Let's just keep that there. I mean, if you look at quarterbacks who are successful nowadays, Lamar Jackson, maybe he could get up to that. No, I know. Maybe he could get up to that. We'll see. 4, Drake May. 5, Spencer Rattler.
Wow.
All right. I
Give
like
me
it.
that.
A Gamecock.
You heard it here first, guys and gals.
So you're keeping McCarthy off the list?
McCarthy off the
Have
list.
to.
I don't think he's bad. I think maybe he's my 6, but he's not top 5.
I just think he's gonna go top 5.
It's
Do you really?
horrible.
Yeah, I really do. I really do.
It's horrible. These guys don't know anything.
he's done-
Michael Penix, draft him.
I mean,
Safest bet.
Lock
Plug
it
and
in.
play.
I would
Put him
agree.
in.
I
Plug and
like
play.
Oregon's offense. I like Washington's offense. Like both those quarterbacks. I think that JJ McCarthy has done enough, beaten enough big teams that he's gonna go.
You
as a
hear it
top
right
5
here, guys.
quarterback.
Next week, he'll be wearing
Yeah.
blue and maize.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Let's lock those picks in, guys. Everybody go with theirs?
Sure. Yeah.
lock
don't-
them in like
in.
the Cavs are locked in tonight.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Before we get to that,
Okay.
I do want to talk about our expectations for the Browns. If we want to,
Oh.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
Actually, so Browns don't have a pick till the second round, so they don't pick tonight.
54, right?
Yeah. How do you guys feel about positions? Like, what do you think is a number one concern for you on the Browns?
You asking me?
I mean, you can go around the horn.
I don't think I'd mind seeing them pick up somebody on the O or D line, one way or the other. I think they're really good at getting cornerbacks. So
Yeah.
maybe a cornerback just because they're good at it. I think where I don't want to see them pick is a receiver.
Oh wow, that's
yeah.
not what the consensus is.
Yeah,
I would
what
say.
I don't know. You're talking middle of the second round.
But this draft is deep with wide receivers.
We're talking about the second round pick though, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
I'd
correct.
rather
Just
use
that
a
one.
later pick and try to get lucky or something again. I don't
Like
know.
Donovan's Peoples Jones,
Yeah.
6th
Not
rounder. or
that
some
late,
shit.
but yeah, maybe 3 or 4.
I like second. I say go wide.
Who do you know,
receiver.
though?
They got. This might be a little.
Andrew Berry said he's not even going to
conversational.
think about it until
That
44.
I forget his name, but first name, but it's Sweat. He's got. He just hit a DUI, and
Was this dude from Texas?
yeah, he's a little bit chubby too. But you know what? I kind of believe in the Browns organization to
okay.
yeah,
It is.
and you guys don't know who Sweat is? Oh, all right,
No.
whatever. Well, all right, so he just got a DUI.
I don't believe
like-
in them to pick receivers though. I guess maybe it was my blow point.
I
there.
do agree with you, but you know they had so much luck with DeJuan Jones and the concerns
Yep.
they had with him going into camp.
Yep.
Totally turned around and he's a starter and he was a late round pick.
Yep.
I kind of feel like I'm a gambler. I like making those those kind of gambles. I like the Deshaun Watson trade. I liked all that. Like I'm all in. Like I wouldn't mind a guy with some perceived off the field trouble. Not talking about Deshaun Watson. Talking about the Sweat guy and with a high upside. So
No, I'm with Luke on this one. I don't want to see a receiver right now. I feel like that's just what we've been drafting. Receiver,
Yeah.
receiver, receiver.
Because we haven't hit on anybody.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think like receiver is a bad choice, but we have a decent group right now. We have a decent core.
We're not desperate for a receiver.
I think what I want to see.
O-line, we
O-line.
got to beef that up somehow, man. Injuries last year plagued us.
Yeah, but I mean,
O-line I feel like is okay. What I don't think is being talked enough about is linebacker. We lost a couple guys,
But they say it's
and
like a loss
that's
to-
where you get your value at second round is linebacker.
But they say it's like just something they don't draft well, or not. They don't draft well.
JOK?
Many people don't draft linebackers.
Well, JOK was a
especially
bust
early in the
into
draft.
last
But that's
right?
what I'm saying. Second round,
We could
you could
snag
get a
someone.
top linebacker.
yeah, I mean, I guess.
I'm
but
not
I'm
against
fine
it.
with that.
I'm with you.
I'm going against the grain. I'm saying wide receiver. That's what I want.
Let's
I
do
want
what Alex
I want a
said.
high flying offense.
Going against the grain here, the consensus of
Yeah.
people who know
All right, then I'm going
football
with mainstream.
are saying receiver.
Yeah, I'm going with
Hey.
the mainstream outside of this room.
You know, I say to getting a receiver.
Let me
Just
ask.
found that button. Huh?
Let them know.
There's a lot of talk of, which is probably not going to happen. Well, it could happen tonight. Trying to trade Greg Newsome for a draft pick.
What, including like what late round picks?
I'm
First
asked.
round
That's
pick?
kind of what I want to ask. Probably not first round pick, but what would you guys be happy with or settle with trading him for? Because so here's the theory behind it.
What was he picked, like 13th?
Was he that high?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, if he was a
Okay.
first round pick, yeah.
Well, the theory behind it is you're only going to pay so many cornerbacks. They're looking at paying MJ Emerson coming up in the future.
Yeah.
Do you want to pay Greg Newsome now and kind of make it harder to pay Emerson down the road? I'm saying if Newsome were to get traded, what would you guys settle for him being traded for?
How many years does he have left?
Tech guy?
No, all
say he
right, we
probably
can
got
figure
2
this
years
out
left.
before.
Like
Does
2
he have
years?
2 years?
I think this
He's
is
got
his
2
third,
years,
Yeah,
right?
I'd say it's his third year in the league. So I'd say 2 years.
2, maybe 3.
Yeah. I wouldn't be opposed to trading him because I think he's pretty good at guarding the slot. And I think we are deep in the corner position with Denzel, obviously, Denzel Ward, obviously,
as he
would
stay healthy.
He's gone next year.
Yeah.
If we don't, we have to pick up his 5th year option this year.
Wow, he's been here that long.
Wow, geez, that is crazy.
Newsome?
Jeez.
Yep.
Wow.
5th year
Greg.
option is for 2025.
Gregory?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the other Newsome.
Yeah,
Never
all
mind.
right. Well, then, if he's on his last year, probably not going to get much for him.
Well, if we pick it up, he has 2 more years.
I'm not saying, dude.
so
Yeah, like
yeah.
20. We have the option to pick up his 2025 year.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. I don't know, unless you see like you're going to jump up high second round. I mean, like I'm talking high second round. Then and you got to see somebody that, like, in my opinion, would be. I want to see a receiver that's pretty touted, but I don't know. I wouldn't trade the guy, to be honest. But
Okay, Cameron.
I would say high second round. I agree. That's the value I have on Greg Newsome right
So
now.
you're
I'm
not
not
getting-
completely down on him. I do think MJ Emerson is better, but Newsome does have value on our team right
Emerson's
now.
healthier too, though. It's the problem.
Yeah.
you're just not going to get a first round out of
No,
that.
no, that's out of that. That's off the
I'm
table.
not saying that.
Well, I mean,
is that what you read in me saying that?
I think maybe consensus is probably third rounder is what they would trade him for, and they probably wouldn't trade him for that.
Yeah,
but
I don't think you get him.
That's what they're getting offered.
for
You're
third.
hearing,
So that's what we're saying. We're
Yeah.
not trading Newsome.
unless
Unfortunately.
right?
I say we just. I don't want to trade down. I don't want us to give up our second round pick. I want us to take. I would like us to take a wide receiver at 54 or whatever, wherever we're at.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow night at.
No, tomorrow.
by the time this comes
9:30,
out, we'll
10,
know.
yeah.
So
Yeah, true.
So what you were talking about the Cavs, huh?
Yeah, I was trying to get a read on the room real quick about how we felt about tonight's Thursday, about how we were going to feel about the game tonight,
I'm pretty bullish. on the Cavs.
and honestly, where the series is at right now.
Well, we should definitely have the guy wearing the jersey lead the conversation, right?
yeah,
The tight jersey.
Producer, how long do we have till a break? Are we good? Should
Yeah,
we do this
we
segment?
got-
Because
yeah.
this might take.
Oh,
a
yeah, go
second.
ahead. We're good.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
good.
Thanks for relaying that from the producer.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah.
like a buzz coming in when you got to do a read.
So on a whole, super excited about him, super happy. I think we could sweep this series. I love how everyone's playing except one guy, but whatever. I mean, we don't have to get into it. I don't care, but
Better play good tonight.
So you're
Yeah.
calling out D-Wade on this.
Yeah, he's been
I'm
sitting on the
upset
bench
about him,
broken.
yeah.
I know, dude, because he's a hell of a defender. But
What, you telling me George Niang can't pick up that slack?
you know, and I like George, but what I'd like to see is him take like 30 to 40% less threes. Sometimes he hits them, but sometimes he like literally like you might as well take a full court shot and it's
seriously,
better.
what is his shooting percentage at 3 right now? It's got to be what?
It's probably average. It's probably
think?
fine.
I bet he's
I bet it's
35%,
fine.
I'll guess.
35%.
He pretends
in the
like he's
playoffs.
Steph Curry once in a
Dude,
while. Like
oh
it's
my God.
ridiculous. The fadeaway three.
minivan.
Yeah.
I cannot watch them set him up for another corner three.
All right, what do we got?
him
What do we
to
got
just
odds
airball
on his
it.
three-point
It's
percentage?
disgusting.
I'm gonna say 31%.
Cam,
I'll say 34.
And what are we
Dave?
talking?
I'm gonna say 20.
We're talking playoffs, season.
Cavs,
Or
Cavs
season?
career
Oh, come on.
3-point percentage.
All right.
34% this year. Yeah.
Okay, this
Book
year
it.
I'll go higher. I'll say 30%.
31.
That's higher than Cam's. You said
No, he said 30.
0.397, so 39.
Yeah,
You're towing on
talking about the whole
40%.
season. Give him the ball.
Keep
Yeah,
shooting,
that's
George.
what I'm saying.
Keep shooting.
This was it. What an absolute shit stat. We were talking about the fucking playoffs, and you give him the whole season.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that because I am talking kind of lately.
Well, yeah,
but
like
whatever.
the last couple games we've been watching them, not the entirety of the season. Whatever, it's fine.
I'm a numbers guy. It'll go back to the mean eventually. Give him the ball. Let him shoot.
I'm telling you, that guy is playing in the Valley View Rec Center Tuesday nights. Most like he doesn't belong on that court.
What I love about him though is he's like the little bit of a crap talker, like mean dude that not mean, but like he gets into people's shit a
Yeah,
little
he
bit, and I
does.
just love it.
Yeah.
He's definitely a part that we missed last year.
That is one thing I'm excited about the team this year versus last year is they are bringing that tenacity a little bit more. You know,
Yeah,
they're
true.
getting in people's faces. They're not afraid to be physical. And I feel like last year when New York was hitting them a little bit, they did hit back, but you could tell it also affected them. They weren't making
yeah,
shots. They
for
weren't.
sure.
They weren't fighting. They would physically get in their face, but then when push came to shove in the game, they couldn't, match up.
It almost seems like that the Magic
He hasn't made a 3 in the playoffs this year.
That's what I said. That's what. Thank you. Jeez.
Oh, for
yeah.
what? Oh, for what?
I bet you it's
lot.
0
0
for
for
20.
8.
All right.
Over 8.
He's taking 4 attempts a game. He hasn't made.
Yeah, but I would say the Magic kind
Dude,
of
but his
is
plus
like
minus is high.
damn, this kid just does not stop talking.
You want the numbers or you not?
Plus
on,
and
I'm
minus
making a
is
point
what?
here.
Because the
Plus
lockdown
14?
T we're talking about.
Plus 14 the first game, plus 10 the second.
I love him as a defender. I just want him to stop shooting threes as often.
Likewise.
Yeah.
All right, what would you put him on a scale of 1 to Delhi? How good is he in
He ain't
playing
no
D?
Delhi.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Delhi's a 10. So what would you put him at?
I don't know, an 8. Okay.
Oh, great.
What were we saying though?
Fucking, all right.
Prior to that,
I want to hear about the guy you actually don't like right now. Because everybody else is doing their job, I feel like. I feel like
really wanna-
everybody's doing their job.
so let me
I disagree.
let me preface this with this dude 2 years ago is my favorite player. I like him a lot. We've from an inside source, I feel like we've heard that he's a super good dude. I like him a lot, and I really want to see him succeed. And I know he has succeeded, and I know he has it in him. But
Colin
dude,
Sexton's not on this team anymore.
Darius Garland is just driving me nuts. Every time he has the ball, I just want it out of his hands. I just feel like he's playing like college basketball on an NBA court right now. I just want to see him snap out of it. And I hope when this is released, I sound like an idiot because he went off. Tonight is Thursday, game 3 in Orlando. I hope he goes off and proves me wrong and makes me look like an idiot.
I just can't
It's
believe.
funny watching the games. You're like, dude, this dude is playing horrible. What the hell? If you look at the numbers, it's not that bad.
Listen, I think the only thing you can look at that really is his stat that you should watch is assists because he always ends up hitting a couple threes at the end of the game and padding his points. He's not getting rebounds. He's a point guard. His assists should be high.
He had 8 assists in the first game.
Okay, that's
And what
not
was
bad.
the second
He had
game?
4 in the second.
Yeah, that's
That's
He had
bad.
5 turnovers in the first, 4 in the second game.
dude. I just feel like, and I feel like his turnovers they look like double that because the times he turns it over. But
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think he's not living up to his part. When honestly, it's kind of a liability when Mitchell's not on the floor. Like, when I get nervous every time he steps off the court, and it's just like Mobley and Garland, and they're trying to.
I don't know.
piece things
Mobley's
together.
very impressed me a lot.
I mean, I agree. He has stepped up in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
That is in the playoffs. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I don't think he had a bad year overall, but like, especially in the playoffs, he's definitely lived up. He's hitting a couple threes. I like it.
Yeah,
I mean, I like it.
Another guy I wouldn't mind stop shooting a little bit, but whatever.
Really? I don't think he's doing that
I
bad.
think they do that on purpose. They're doing that to mess up the defenders.
Oh, believe me, they mention it every time he shoots a three.
Yeah,
I
I
know
know.
that, but
But
Oh, okay.
what do you think, Cam? You on a DG
Yeah, go
hate
ahead.
train? Not that I'm hating him. I love the guy, but where you stand with them?
You know, it's interesting you say that, Luke, because I want to go back to one of the things you said about an inside source saying that he's a really good dude. That's what I think about when I see the guy. You know, he's not one of these basketball players that I don't want to mention any names, but they're in the club, you know, they're hanging out with some people who they probably shouldn't be hanging out with. You hear about Darius Garland, what is he doing? He's going to dinner downtown with his mom.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I
When he
love the
was
guy as a
hurt-
person.
When he was hurt, what did he say after his first interview back?
My mom's feeding me
My mom
smoothies,
was
yeah.
feeding me smoothies. Like,
Yeah.
what?
I'm rooting for the guy, first
True.
off. Second of all, I think what Dave said was a really good point. The Cavs strategy without Donovan Mitchell in is really confusing. They pretend like he's still in and then pretend like Garland is Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
And just are like, okay, do something.
Yeah,
and
but
he's
he
not
can't
that
right now.
No, he's definitely not that
that
guy. Yeah, and I do want to point out, I think Cam was talking about Tristan Thompson. I'm thinking about that. And I think that's who
You know
he was
what though? I
talking
think
about.
that's the Cavs in a whole. I don't know of a team that I've rooted for so hard just because I feel like most of the dudes on a team are just good dudes. Like there's not really any punk or like you're saying, some dude it's like a known scumbag or something. There are a lot of
Besides
good
TT.
dudes.
Yeah.
But he's
But
really on a
he's
team.
still kinda like a
And
good guy.
actually, really, because when you watch him, all he does is literally just scream at our players, like boosting them up and patting them on the
And
back.
we're
and
not
getting it.
basketball
He's
dudes.
actually
He's
being a
a-
really good teammate right now.
We're not talking about Kim. We're not talking about Courtney. We're talking about Chloe. Like, that's the one you'd get away with, I think.
No, we're talking about how
TT
TT knows ball. He's just a guy who talks ball. He gets on the court and he talks ball. Who
And
cares
actually,
what he does off the field?
Dude won
Yeah.
a championship for Cleveland, so
Yep.
it's sweet having him.
That is
on the
fair.
bench,
That's true.
actually.
And he was
Give him
great in that championship, so.
Okay, we are being signaled now, though. We're definitely over the limit. We're going to kick it to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned.
Another predictable happily ever after? Are fictional characters even capable of originality anymore? Hold on. There's a bottle of sanity waiting for you to crack open right there. And that's where plot points and pours comes in. Tired of plots so cliche they can be written by your drunk uncle on Thanksgiving? Drowning your sorrows in bad literature and even worse beer choices? Plot Points and Pours is the podcast that saves you from both. We dissect books like a surgeon with a serious case of the munchies, leaving no plot point unturned, no character judgment unspoken. And because beer helps everything, we might even offer some unsolicited local beer pairings along the way. So grab your trashy romance novel, your secretly love, your beverage of choice, and get ready to laugh. Plot Points and Pours is your high school book club, but with way more alcohol and way less judgment. Find us on your favorite podcast app and YouTube, and get ready to get literary.
Hello and welcome back from that beautiful read from our sponsors, which I believe that one was from ourselves.
Yeah, that was ourselves. That was
Yeah.
I thought it was somebody new. I can't keep
That was
track.
in-house.
It's tough.
We are quickly filling up too, but if you do want to email us, there are a few sponsorship spots left. If you and your local business want to advertise with us.
Leave it in the comments on YouTube, email, whatever.
Yeah, or if you're a local brewery, we are looking for sponsorships always.
We do drink beer on this.
We do.
Just a little. Speaking of, what are we drinking real quick, fellas?
Oh yeah. I'll go with it's one of my favorites.
That is my favorite.
It is really
favorite beer of
Okay.
all time.
Yeah, it's definitely really good. It's the Raz Wheat out of Athens, Ohio. Jackie O's.
All right.
It's
nice.
it's a very smooth taste. Some would call it a pretty lighter beer, like a fruitier beer, but it's good. It just tastes good.
Spent many nice Saturday evenings there.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
good,
true.
it's a good little place. What are we drinking, Cam? Are you done with yours? This is
I got that too.
Yeah, Ryan's got one, or Vito's got one over there too. A little Collision Bend Lake Erie Sunset. It's not bad. It's all right. Little spot down there in the flats. Yeah.
We'll be docked up there at some point this summer. Come see us.
Maybe we'll do a live show from there.
Ooh.
The reason why I like drinking this one, the Collision Bend Lake Erie Sunset, is because you could actually see in the sunset Vito coming through in the flats on his boat.
Waiting for the bridge to go up.
For hours and hours.
But yeah, I cashed a couple of those already, so I'm back to the old Midwest Red India Pale Ale from my favorite masthead.
It is like your good old faithful.
It is.
But getting back into it, Cam.
Oh yeah.
Got any points about the book you'd like to make?
Yeah, we need to talk about the book a little bit. I'm hoping the Cavs anyway. We talked about the Cavs. I hope the Cavs step on the court today and just like Mike Leach as a kid did, walk up to his opponent, walk up to their opponent, if we're talking about the Cavs, just piss on the dog, walk right up to them, piss on their faces.
Yeah, that was an interesting part.
And that's just the way Mike Leach takes care of business. You go back to how he talks about the Texas game where they beat number 1 Texas. He ran what he called 6, the play 6, but we know it as 4 verticals. Everybody runs that in Madden, I don't know, like 5 times a game. He said he called it against him 10 times in the game, maybe even 11.
Yo, 11.
Oh my
Do
god.
not. How do you say that on air?
Yeah, he's so freaking annoying. with that.
We'll get back to the book, but we should talk about this real
What
quick.
is this? I got to hear this. I don't know this one.
You weren't there, Cam.
Yeah. Well, Vito, why don't you explain what Yo 11 means? That you always yell it out.
It's a craps term. Like in the casino game craps when
So,
you're
this past Saturday,
okay.
whatever. This past Saturday, we're at the casino. A friend of ours' birthday. Thank you for your service.
Well, also happy birthday! Shout out Sarah, Cam's younger sister.
Hey.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Turned 21 today.
Happy birthday, Sarah. We were waiting to do a segment at the end, but we're just going to get to it.
Pepper it
Happy
in.
birthday.
They still do it.
Yeah.
We're at the casino. Dave and I meet up down there. Vito's already been down there, pretty sauced up.
Blitzed.
Find him on the blackjack table, $25 a hand, which is okay, but I mean, you're winning $25 at a time, big
Where
deal.
are you drinking that
I was
night? Collision
freaking
Bend?
doubling them and shit, dude. I was hot.
But it comes down to like a real question. Is like at what point? Or sorry.
Well,
go ahead.
the kid, $25. Wow!
Yeah.
Wow, let's go! Screaming.
The whole table was excited.
We got old high school classmates caddy corner looking over like,
True. I mean,
who's got $5,000 on the table?
we're men about town. Like we
Yeah,
got
and if they
reputations
were
to
looking
worry
over,
about.
like, okay, actually, Vito's sitting there. He might have $5,000 on the table.
No, but
they
he
didn't
doesn't.
know.
He's only got $25.
Yeah, but they didn't know.
Yeah,
High
but they-
school classmates said it was nice catching up with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
No, that wasn't. That was later on in the night.
Okay.
But I think it brings us along to the point of at what
DM Dave.
how much money do you think is acceptable to get like win wise to like get
excited
super hyped about?
Like to audibly yell loud enough where over 2 people look at you.
Yeah, I would honestly. I put my limit as if you win $1,000 in one whatever. That's something that's the level you can fucking like. Yeah.
Your level is $1,000.
I would say $1,000. I would say $1,000.
Tell us how much more you make than us, okay?
It's just because I'm a better gambler than you.
So we did all chip in and win half that.
Oh yeah, $500 spin on a slot.
And your boy over there, the audio genius, was kissing you on the cheek.
Yeah, I mean-
maybe even more. I don't know. So he was way under the line, you're saying.
I would say way out of line for that.
Especially if
I mean,
you're splitting it.
we're trying to impress like 60-year-olds that's sitting at that penny slot just flushing Social Security checks down the drain. And I kind of don't want to be embarrassed in front of them. And I just don't think 500 is enough to go crazy over.
You wanted to pretend like you had a social security check to flush down.
That is,
Yeah.
that's what you
That's our
call,
goal.
I think the kids call today. Yeah, goals. Like,
Yeah.
that's what you
That's
shoot
what
for.
they
That's the
say.
American dream.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah, true. I mean, we go out to plenty of bars on the weekends. We know how the kids talk.
That's what they say.
But we probably shouldn't be going to these bars that we're going to though anymore, should we?
Oh, I think you're the first one to sign up to go to the bars
I'm
that
not,
we go
I
to.
probably am because I'm 2 to 3 years younger than all you guys.
That is
I
actually a very
might
good
be
point.
allowed to still go to
But
them.
2 to 3 years younger,
You
what do
three
you-
old pricks.
Is there a rule to being 31 years old and going to the flats on a Saturday night?
There's not. You just gotta.
But
here's
the
here's
people we go around now.
No, the thing is for myself, it's just getting harder and harder to act young. Like, dude, 5 years
Says
ago.
dude wearing a tank top.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, right. But, you know, you go down in the
That's
flats,
acting tough,
to go
not
into the
acting
decent
young.
bars, you got to stand in line for like 30 minutes. And like this time of year, maybe it's like 30 degrees outside. I just have no part of it anymore. And I feel like that's how I know I'm old. It's like 5 years ago, I didn't care. Like, I just wanted to get in there. But now I'm like, nah, I stand in
You know
line.
what? To be honest, I think the bigger issue with those bars, like you know the type, like club-esque, kind of like Cleveland Club-esque kind of bar.
Don't mention names.
Is yeah, we're not giving out free sponsorships. I know. It's not even the waiting in the line part, although that part sucks because we're at a point where I think we can bribe our way to the front of the line. The worst part is getting in there.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we won't name bars because we don't want to get any bouncers.
I got a point to make about that when you get over this.
But what I'm saying is the part for me that I hate is just being shoulder to shoulder with people fighting for
Yeah.
a drink. It's just not.
And I think that goes back to that point too, though, where it's like if somebody hands them a few bucks, they just let them in too when they shouldn't be letting people in.
To me, and I don't think it's anything to do with, you know, being a little more established and older now. The line that we're talking about here is waiting in line for an hour or paying, we know the sum, it's $20 a head.
Yep.
Is that big of a freaking deal?
Do you think
like
there's
these
more
kids that
people-
are standing out there not paying it? I know they're younger, they don't have so much money, but you're going to go inside and buy you and the girl you're with a drink each for like $25.
Yeah, but if I was 21, I wouldn't pay.
Makes
Seriously,
one of
I wouldn't
us.
pay to wait.
Back then, yeah.
I don't know. The way I'm looking at it right now, if I'm 21, what else am I doing? I'm going to the flats.
And I'm saying
And
like,
so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand in line at the flats.
right. Once you get in,
You're
you're going to
saying
spend.
you agree or no? Like you would pay with 20.
I'm saying I would pay it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
It's hard for me to look
we
at it
did it.
now because I'm long past those
But we
years.
never paid to get into Parlay. We never paid to get into Dive. We waited. And now
I
I'll say
never
this.
waited in the lines.
But I don't know if that was, I don't remember that being an
but this is-
option.
I don't remember Barley being like that.
Likewise.
This is what I'm saying. Like, do you think there are more people going out downtown?
No, I
than
think
when
it's
we were?
consolidated.
I think the flats have just overtook
We didn't have the
everything.
flats when we were.
I know.
We were,
Yeah, but when you
well,
go
yeah,
down there,
We did, but and West 6 was so much more populated then. Where there
true,
was
because it was the only option.
but there was 8 places to
Had
go
to go
there.
to Velvet Dog.
But right,
Had to
but
go
now
to
there's
Velvet
who's got
Dog.
wristbands?
There's literally 2 places on West 6 you'll go down
see
where
on the rooftop.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, even in the flats, there's 3 places you're going to wait in line, and every other place down there is still decent, and you can walk right in and you walk right
I
to
still
the
think
bar.
more people are going out than when we were younger.
I think the city came back a little bit.
I agree
that,
with
and
that.
I think
That's
after
what I'm saying,
COVID,
yeah.
people are just like, I'm getting out, I'm living my life, I'm doing
I
what
think
the
a
hell
lot
I'm
more
doing.
people
you
are
know what I
running
mean?
downtown. A lot more people are in the surrounding suburbs.
Yep.
And it's just one of those things where you're right. There are only so many places to go, so they congregate into the
Yeah.
West 25th is a little bit of an older scene. West 6 is not as nice as it used
You know
to be.
what's funny? West 25th's an older scene, but I still feel it's like a couple years younger than us. It's like,
Oh,
yeah.
we're old, Luke. That's what
I think our
happens.
scene is like Impulse off of
Some
77
people are still
or
trying to
Rockside.
hold on to their youth, but
I think we got pushed off all the way to Lakewood. Davey knows
Yeah.
about that.
yeah.
Speaking of,
big fan.
how's the house hunting going?
I mean, it's going.
Yeah, any luck?
I think if I wanted a house on the train tracks, then yeah, I could get a house.
Dude, I
but,
can't sleep through anything.
You know, I don't think it's really fair to bring up my real estate situation on air. So you know,
Let's
it's
talk
all right.
numbers. Let's crunch some shit right now. What are
you
we
got to put
talking
down?
down? What are we
All right,
talking
let me
down
talk-
payment?
Let me break down my
Vito's the tech
pre-approval
guy.
rate.
He'll
Yeah.
crunch him right in front of us.
I'll do it in the
Put him on
fucking.
the
I'll do it in my
board. Put him
brain
on the
right now.
board.
I don't even need to do that.
Put them up there.
Just
If I
start
have Vito do
spitballing
my
here.
real estate, I'm going to be paying $450,000 with $500,000 down.
Yeah, but the money you can make off this property is going to be upside's going to be huge.
Yeah, huge.
Like
Yeah.
this guy said,
But
on the back.
it is like a
Speaking of the back,
But you know what
you
hasn't
two,
changed?
the back on Sunday, were outstanding. How
Who's
well
you
you
two?
two? Cam and Luke.
Oh,
When you
yeah.
guys played in the
the
back
back, yeah.
9 on Sunday, it was I couldn't believe it. You guys were playing
What was
lights
that
out
course
there.
called?
What was it?
I don't know if we should mention it on
yeah,
air, to
we
be
shouldn't.
honest.
They're not
because
sponsoring.
Not only that, I feel like we
Yeah, I want to keep that on a little
You
gem.
found something?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I burnt that earlier.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry,
Well,
inside
nobody's gonna,
joke.
nobody's
I
gonna
know.
go back now. Like, there's no way. But I
Hit
would say
me.
what? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Vito.
Hit me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's stop. He's addicted to gambling.
Yeah, but this course, we both played pretty well, and I feel like our scores don't show it. That's how difficult this course was, but it was middle of April. I mean, it was outstanding conditions, right? I mean, that's most
It
of the
was
courses we
literally
play. That's better than
midsummer
midsummer
conditions,
Most,
yeah.
most courses we play around here.
Around your
But
house,
you're paying
yes.
spring prices, which is really nice.
Exactly.
It's tough coming from living in an expensive area. I used to live in DC. You're paying,
Oh, I got money.
you're paying $80 around, 80 plus bucks around. Whereas here, like you easily, like
The only
50
thing I
under.
will say is that was the slowest I've ever played a round of golf. Whether it was the people in front of us or the woman at the turn that burnt the damn cord and might get fired
right-
for
that's
that
what I was
shit.
First of all,
too.
you were hitting it in the muff all day, Uncle June.
The muff.
What's he
No, I
talking
mean the
about?
rough.
What's he talking about? What'd you say?
Nothing. South of
The hell's he,
South
the hell's he running off at the mouth about? No, but seriously.
I actually
man.
was looking at the scorecard because we had a scorecard situation after the round to begin with.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in
Was
a
it a
minute.
discrepancy?
There was a discrepancy.
Well,
yeah.
obviously with my score.
Not with
Did you beat me?
Not with yours. No.
Dave,
no.
you were plus 45. There's nothing with yours. Nobody even looked into that
They
one.
say
gentlemen.
on the scorecard, on a weekend, a typical round lasts 5 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a
What were
busy.
we?
I can see it's a busy
Were we
course.
just over 5 hours,
We
right?
were right around 5 hours.
I thought we were at 540.
It was probably all in all when you
Count the
take
turn.
into account the hot dogs
And the hot
But you
dog.
have to count
Yeah.
that, don't you?
Yeah.
They do have free fruit though. With
Hot
the
dog.
If we would have passed those guys in front of us, though, who were waiting for the hot dogs, we would have played in 5.
Yeah.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, but
1,000%.
Are you
right
even
on.
golfing if you don't get a hot dog at the turn?
Well, you have to, at least
you
one,
have to.
maybe two.
If it's a Saturday and the tea time is at 11 something, you gotta get a hot dog.
Yeah, I
I think
agree.
I didn't eat that morning.
Next time we play that course, maybe we wouldn't mind bringing our own hot dogs because the turn situation I didn't love.
Do you think we should give it to them? Like
We've-
drive up before we play hole one. Say, hey, put these fuckers.
No,
on,
I
and
think
we're gonna get them on
that
the
Bring the
course is
thermos.
cool. That or they got the coolers. You bring them warm, heated, stick them in the cooler.
How about this? You eat it out of your sleeve. Can't skip lunch.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Bang.
That's true. Yeah, but you got to be careful. You could choke on that thing.
Yeah.
You need a vacuum to get that out of your mouth.
Oh God. Well. Gamer.
No, I had a great time. I think we're gonna be back.
Well, with that-
we didn't want to mention names, but I will say it was a course in Northeast Ohio, Streetsboro.
You could
I
see it
think
off
it
the-
was.
you could see it off the
You could see
turnpike.
it right off of the turnpike.
It's beautiful. They almost
Beautiful.
deserve a free
the
mention.
greens played like the Masters. I'm not even gonna
Dude,
lie.
it was-
We were hitting spinning shots, backspin like I've never hit before. I knew it was a great shot. Still would bounce, take another bounce,
Dude.
would roll.
That
all
one,
the way
whoever
down.
it was, freaking beautiful shot from like 180 out. It was boop, front of the green. It was like, dude, this is gonna be perfect. Pin
It's gonna
high.
sit.
That's the first
off
time
the
I
green
played.
by 10 yards. Worth.
Yeah.
What the hell?
First time I played in a long time where you're not worried about hitting the green. You're worried about where you're hitting the green. And
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
you actually had to put thought into it. Like,
even like chipping from 10 feet out or whatever, 10 yards out. Like
The greens were like the Masters, but then the conditions, we didn't talk about that yet. It was 40 degrees.
It was
wind in our
freezing.
faces somehow the entire time.
the whole time it was in our face.
Whole time. I don't
Literally,
even
the
understand
only-
that.
the best
It
drive
was
of the
like
day.
British Open and Masters
Yeah.
combined.
It was
right on the
ridiculous,
water,
you're right.
add in Pebble Beach to that
You
or
know the
something.
one at
You know,
St.
like,
Andrews place.
Jim Nance's par 3.
Yeah.
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 the best drive of the day was the one where Dave broke his club. Still
I was gonna
doesn't
say
make
we would
sense.
be
Like,
remiss if we didn't mention
Yeah,
this.
right.
I didn't think we were gonna bring it up.
Oh,
but
he was sitting there shaking his leg because his head had come off.
Well, I go
Please
back,
bring
you
up
know,
how strong I
when
am.
we
and
go and
swing the
edit
club
this,
so
you'll pull this
hard.
up for
yeah,
us.
yeah,
right?
I'll throw a picture of this in there.
But
Dave, send me that.
Regardless, I forget what hole we were on, but I piped.
It was the 10th. We just had our dog.
Are you sure it was?
par
I thought
five.
it was earlier than that.
No, it was
No, it
par
was-
5. Just had our dog.
Okay.
It
At
was
least-
10th.
it was
at
back.
least 350. At least I piped at 350. All right,
Shut
it's probably
the
more
hell
like
up. I would say
280.
340.
Yeah, probably like 280.
I was thinking
But,
like 225 on.
But
a
it
good
was
day
it was
for
such a
you.
pure shot. I come back up. The head of my driver is probably 5 feet behind me.
The crazy part was Luke said this. Even it wasn't when you hit the ball.
No, because you piped
It was
it.
on your snapback.
Your stop.
Really?
Yeah, it was
That's
his
when it
stop and his
broke.
back swing.
But you know what?
Oh my
This brings me to a point where I want to suggest this. So Cameron was nice enough to suggest. So I got to get a new driver. So Cameron was nice enough to suggest in a place I could go to actually get a fitted club, which actually isn't as expensive as you guess. I don't want to say the name of the place, but I think the next book review we go back to, I'm going to tell you my experience was what it was like.
Yeah. Well, you say
can't
not
wait for that.
expensive.
Well,
as-
we should talk about
what,
the
What'd you
book,
say?
but-
It's $50 for
Yeah,
the
it was
fitting?
if you buy the club, it's
Right.
$50.
But
We're gonna
what
talk
if
about
what if
that.
you what if you don't buy the club?
But you know what? Then
what-
it's a little bit more. I
what
don't want to
is
say
it?
how much it is.
One
me a
thing I
number.
want to
What
throw
is-
out there, maybe do you
hold on,
feel
hold
like maybe you don't need a new club because it did snap at about 30 inches on the shaft, and I feel like it's like a perfect length for you now.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Tightening yeah.
Can you not put a new shaft on a club?
I don't know if you snap it the way I snapped it. You could.
I thought
It
it
was
comes literally off. I thought it
shattered.
comes off at the head though.
But you know what? Like,
It does, but he shattered the shaft.
Yeah, but he could take it apart at the head.
You could probably fix it. You're
all right,
the
yeah,
tech guy.
I'll give it to you. You can
I've
use
seen
it.
the equipment you
give it
use
to me.
on
I
a
give it to my
normal
dad
day.
for Father's Day. Tell him I got a new
Listen,
driver.
listen. All I wanted to say was before we talked about DIY Vito fixing my fucking club.
I'm
it's a
very
little
good at many
tease.
things.
It's a little tease for a review on how my club fitting is going to go. You guys
I'm
don't have to
excited
spend the
about
money.
this.
I actually-
You guys don't
I'm
have to spend
really
the money.
pumped about
Dave,
it.
I'm the
honestly,
jackass
guys,
that does it.
I'm actually excited about this. If it goes well for you, I might actually invest a little money in golf and do it.
I mean,
too.
it would be nice for like you to put like more than $20 into a club set.
Until you beat me, you can't make fun of me
I
for
have
that
beaten
shit.
you. I have beaten you.
What, one time and what, 150
I wasn't
rounds?
You know,
there.
when
If
every-
you guys played a
every dog
match
is-
last Saturday, it would have been close.
It would
hole
have.
by hole. It would have been fucking.
You guys
close.
both suck that bad.
yeah, but I also
Just
lost
kidding,
my.
Vito.
I was
driver
drinking.
on hole 10.
Yeah, but you use everybody else's
Yeah, but
driver
you
that
know,
was way
it doesn't
nicer
have
than
the same
yours.
Feel. It just doesn't have the same feel.
Back to
All
the
right,
green
enough,
condition.
yeah.
We talked about the greens conditions. Going back to the Masters,
Yeah.
we talked about it on the last episode. I think we preemptively said Scottie Scheffler was going to win.
We were like 3 holes. We ended 3 holes before Scottie won.
Yeah, we glazed Scottie pretty good.
We did.
we glazed him
That was a
pretty
good
good.
take.
And I want to go back to that and say I don't think we gave him enough justice.
I agree.
I think he's better than we even said. If you go back to maybe episode 1 or 2, I forget, we talked
I
about
think-
is this a run that is Tiger?
I said that in like I think the first
And what did
episode.
Dave
Dave's
say?
like, "Shut up, Dave!
I don't
no way!" and we were like,
No,
"Okay."
I don't think it is.
I don't want to
Dave,
say
Dave was like,
He's really getting liking to that button.
I don't want to say he's at Tiger's level.
No way,
but
boy.
I will comfortably say with confidence that this is the best golfer we've seen since Tiger.
Yeah,
I don't
best
think
run
there's really
since.
a debate.
I would say it's the best golfer we've seen. I like my
Who are
dad.
you-
My dad said something the other day. I was like, I don't remember Tiger in his prime. I was too young for
Well,
that,
yeah.
and I wasn't into golf enough. Like,
I think
this
the-
is the best dude we're seeing.
the best argument would be David Duvall for 2 years when he went up against Tiger in like '99. But
who the
Tiger
hell-
was still better than him.
I didn't
so
swing.
it
a
didn't matter.
I didn't swing a golf club in '99.
Yeah, right.
You know, like
I think there are a lot of like, oh, this is the next Tiger, which makes sense because like in every sport, it's like, oh, you know, this is the next Jordan.
Ohtani's
this is
the next
LeBron.
Babe Ruth,
Whatever.
like, yeah.
Like, we heard that about Rory McIlroy.
Until we got-
I
Yeah.
heard that about Brooks Koepka when
I
he
think
was
what Cam's
in
saying
it.
is this is the best case since. Nobody's
think
saying
so?
this is Tiger now.
I do
This is
think
like-
so.
easily
it's the best
nobody's
case
going on a
since.
tear like this since him. Kepka
Also,
never did.
Just keep
Rory
reminding
never
of how
did.
young the
Like-
guy is.
Yeah.
What did he win? 3 majors?
Rory, but
No,
they
Koepka,
weren't just
Koepka.
or Kepka wasn't just like bang, bang, bang,
5.
bang like this. So
Yeah, I mean,
every
Koepka
weekend
did.
this dude's
Yeah,
right
He
there.
went on a run. I think he might have won 4 majors in a row.
He won 4 in
It
2
was-
years.
Yeah,
and then he
that-
just
it
won
wasn't
that
like
one
this
last
though.
year.
The championship
Oh, yeah.
last
Yeah.
year.
Right after he went to live.
Listen, I'm as big as Scottie supporter as the next guy. He's steady Eddie. I love it. Like, that guy is just always someone you can rely on, especially when you're putting money down for a top 10 like hitter. But to compare him to Tiger is just like
We're not comparing him to Tiger. We're saying is this the closest thing to so far.
since
There has to be something. There has to be
There's a stat
something.
that
Somebody has to be
Kepka
second.
never won more than one in a year.
No, he won 2.
No, we didn't.
definitely did.
Just wait for Vito to be wrong in a second.
Oh, wait.
No, he didn't.
Okay, you're right.
They
That
were
was the
back
same
to
year.
back, but they were different years. It was 18 and 19.
Okay, all right. So he won one.
But
in
it
what,
wasn't the
fall,
same
and
year.
then
He didn't
one-
win
yeah.
2 in 19.
He won the Open in 18 and the championship in 19.
So
And
that's
then,
what it is.
And then what else? He won the Open
He
again.
won the CJ Cup in 19 and then the
about
FedEx Cup also
US.
in 19.
What about the U.S. Open? He won 2 U.S. Opens.
Yeah, he definitely
3
won 2
PGAs.
US
He won
Open.
the PGA championship.
Oh, he won the U.S. in 2017. You're right.
You're exactly right,
You're right.
Cameron. You're exactly right.
So what, he's won 5 majors overall.
Yeah, but not not consecutively
Right.
at all.
Damn,
What does
you just
Tiger
got
have?
got by Vito?
Seven-
Vito just
Tiger's
got
got
me.
like 18, doesn't
So,
he?
yeah, I think it might be 17.
Speaking of Vito with the numbers, though, you did your own stat line, and we'll pull it up in a graphic when we do the editing.
Don't
right?
give him all your work.
Yeah, I mean, we did it together. Let's be honest. The producers, I like to crunch the numbers too. I'm an engineer. That's what I do. I get behind the books and we go to work. Anyway, Scottie Scheffler. I heard too many people saying that he can't win in the courses in the north. He can't win in these courses after April. Went back and looked at this stat. The 2 tournaments he just won, the Masters and the RBC, those were 2 of his worst finishes last year. And guess what those finishes were?
Top 5 still?
10th and 11th.
Wow.
I hope you have that ready.
I gotta get going here. With that being said, how many top 10s has Rory had in the last
I don't. He's
20 starts?
but he's a choke artist. He always chokes on Sunday. I'm gonna say in the last how many years?
Say the last 15 starts.
The last 15.
Yeah, are you talking
I
about,
know
like-
he has 0 in the last 5 because we crunched the numbers on the
what are you
last
talking about?
5.
Like no matter what, it's last 15 starts. I think you like if we're talking majors, that's what.
No, we're not talking majors.
You're just talking
We're
about-
talking PGA events.
All right, I'll say
Because like the last 3 that Scottie won, besides
yeah. So top 10 finishes by
Masters.
Rory in the last 15 starts. I'm gonna say 3. Did I hit it?
How much
3
did
sounds about right to me.
it's 2. Yeah.
That's under.
Yep.
All right.
Under.
I got to ask you guys something just because we're sitting here at 6:56 on Thursday. Cavs game literally, it's tips off in 4 minutes, 34 minutes, but
You just cannot stop talking about.
I
these
can't
guys.
stop thinking about it and talking about it,
that,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. I want to do something real quick if you guys would help me and if maybe the listeners can comment about this being in the past because it's kind of silly. Actually, when this comes out, this is going to be irrelevant, but
Maybe they could get it for another.
I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
seeing people comment what their wagers were and if they won or not.
I think
Well, that's what I was
Is that what
getting
we're
at.
going to do?
Could we
Wager?
build a quick 3-leg parlay? I have
it.
3 things in mind I'd like to do as a group here really quick.
Fire it
it
up.
off, kill
I'm
it
gonna
real
bet
quick.
it.
The number one thing I'd like to hit on, the first thing, is Donovan Mitchell's points. The line is 25.5. Do we want to go over or under?
5.5
We're away.
away.
I'm taking over. If we win this
I would
game,
take
My
over.
vote's
so,
over.
if
yeah.
we win this game, it has to be over.
All right.
Cameron?
Consensus.
Over.
I'm over. Yeah.
Okay. The second thing I'd like to do is...
Let me ask you this. With that, what's
Talk about it because I got to find
well, one of them I'd
I
like to be is Jared Allen's rebounds.
Yeah,
What are those?
that's literally what I was about to
He
say.
had 20 last game. Didn't
He had 20 and 18.
It's absolutely disgusting. That's so
What-
great.
Dude, the
If
offensive
it's-
rebounds.
Jared
I want
Allen's
to.
line is 12.5. I think we have an easy
Over.
answer for this.
Over.
I was going to say if it's 15, go over.
Yeah, I took
Okay.
15 in my personal one. Yeah.
And the last thing I'd like to do, guys, like I said earlier, I love the guy, but I'm down on him. I'd really like to do Darius Garland assist, and I think the line is very, very good
What is
for us
it?
to talk about.
What is it?
6.5.
Under.
But I like
that's dead middle. He went 4 and 8.
I like Darius Garland's points. If it's at 15,
That's not the bet. Assist.
I
We're doing
know,
assist.
but
I'm saying under. I'll stick with
Under?
it. Yeah.
Vito,
Under. He's gonna play
what do you
bad there.
think?
I'm over.
I'm over too.
I think he's gonna
All
shoot
right,
the
don't do this one. Let's
Hey,
go on to the
yeah.
other one.
Let's do points like
we're
Dave
tied.
said.
Listen,
then.
listen. I heard a very, very
I took-
sage advice when it comes to gambling on
Sage, huh?
sports. Yeah, sage advice.
Never take the under.
Ready?
Yeah.
Exactly. Life's too short to take the under.
Okay.
We're over.
The only real parlay I ever hit took the under.
You guys, real quick, because this
That's
isn't
true, but you were betting on
That's true.
You were betting on.
I bet some
it was
wild
a
Brown
college
shit,
team that
dude.
didn't score. I can't.
No,
remember.
I hit that
Iowa.
one. Remember?
Oh, yeah,
Iowa.
we hit that one.
That one was
Those are my only-
idiotic.
I've had 2 good bets. Iowa hitting the under, which
All right,
is
go ahead, though, Luke.
This
Go
isn't
ahead.
this
Yeah,
isn't
what's
book
our
related,
parlay?
so I don't want to spend too much time on it because we've been very diligent being book related
We
this
gotta announce
episode.
our next book.
But instead of assists, let's do Gary Scarlett points. Like
What is
David
it,
said, the
15
line
and a
is 14.5.
I would take over.
over.
I'm over 2.
Yep.
All right, bet made. You heard it here.
So we got,
guys.
so we got
What's the odds on
Garland
that today?
points over. We got.
That is plus 586, which just sounds like a good number to me.
yeah, dude. All right, so we got plus.
Yeah, what are we throwing on that?
20.
I'm going to throw 100. Sorry, babe. I'm doing 100. Donovan Mitchell,
His old
25 and a
lady got
half
paid today.
over. Jared Allen, 12 and a half rebounds over. Darius Garland, 14 and a half points
Okay.
over.
So
Come
I
on,
would say
baby.
just
Take
take
it
over
easy.
under
And if you're
times
feeling
3,
risky
yeah.
with that bet, if those things hit, the Cavs should win, and they're the underdog.
They
You heard it here.
Yeah, even
Cavs are underdog tonight?
Yeah, by like
I know, dude.
2.5. I thought it was 2.5 now.
me see.
When I bet it was 2.5.
You might need to pepper in the
Let
money
me,
line
let
on
me
there.
pull up Stinky Pete's real quick and
Pull
check
up
this
Stinky
out.
Pete's.
Because that was one of these other apps I'm just using for free money because I only truly gamble on Stinky Pete's.
Vito, did you get that free smoothie?
Yes, I did. Yes, sorry.
Man, that was
Wow.
I was saving it. I was saving.
Fellas,
I was saving something over here.
Cavs plus 3 tonight.
Plus
Hammer
3.
that.
It went up. Who's not playing?
No, I think it's it.
Orlando does have a good team at home. They have one of the best records at home.
They look mismatched. They look absolute. They look like the Cavs last season. Lights
But
too
with
bright.
that said, I think we should
5 minutes.
introduce our next
next
book.
book. Next book.
Let's do it.
You guys ready? Or do you have one
Did you
last
already
thing to
jack-
say? Say
No,
your
it's
piece.
okay. We can
Luke's
talk about
on
it
a
in the
roll.
future.
Let's talk about it. I want to
We can
hear
talk about it in
it.
the
I want to
future.
hear it.
Go ahead. No, I'll save the point I was going to make. One thing I want to say really quick. 2 things we brought up: the draft. I think I'm really happy that we're not really too worried about the draft sitting here in Cleveland because I know we traded away our picks,
I like our
but also we
roster.
made the playoffs. And even if we, had a natural first round pick, it'd be pretty high. Second, with the Cavs, one thing I'm really happy with coming into the series, Orlando's tough. They're tough. They're a big physical team. They're going to push you around. I'm sorry, we're kind of punking them right now, and I hope I'm not proved wrong after tonight. But we've been pushing them around. That's all I have
My
to say.
favorite
Sorry,
part
my
about
closing
I'll follow
remarks.
that up real quick. We haven't even put our 2 enforcers in, Marcus Morris and Tristan Thompson yet. Like, no, literally,
Enforcers.
no. That's why they're on the team is to go in for 4 minutes a game and just
And
whack
be rough.
somebody or
You're
something.
right.
You know,
If it
like,
got down to nitty gritty, foul,
our big
chirpy.
dog's been George and Yang talking shit to their bench so far.
But it has been. It's always fun to watch him play, George. As much as I
love seeing him in.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to shoot as many threes. I do not mind him
Yeah.
having him. But sorry, guys. We
Okay.
probably should get to that. Cameron, do you want to reveal our next book?
Yeah, I do want to just co-sign that though, real quick. Like the Browns being in the situation they're in, we're really not that worried about the draft. Like it's kind of like
It's kind of a nice feeling. Right?
I got the Browns gear on just because it feels like football season to me.
I don't think this is a crazy statement to say. I think it really our season, like the last 2 seasons, it's really just dependent on how well Deshaun plays. Like it
Last year wasn't.
Well, you're right, but I think that was not the norm. I think like if you have to go to a backup like Joe Flacco out of the some guy sitting off his couch, usually your season doesn't work out.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
think about that. I think that tells to how well the Browns are built right now.
I don't disagree with
Where
that.
that
but-
one piece isn't going to push them over the top.
Yep.
But how about let's not let that happen this
Oh,
season.
I agree. Let's
Hell
have
yeah.
a healthy quarterback. We're paying
So
$50
with that
million.
being said,
We're being pushed.
Yep, that's
let's
it.
talk
Yeah.
about
Do it
the
to 'em.
book next week. Thank you, Mike Leach. Swing your sword.
Let's
But
reveal it.
Great read.
I think we're going to switch things up a little bit this next time around. What do we got?
Oh my gosh! If it's
What
not
fiction, finally.
a personal favorite of mine and a recommendation, we have from the legendary author George R. Martin. We have from his Tales of a Song in Fire and Ice. We have the 5th book in that series, A Dance with Dragons. Now, I'm sure most of you have seen the HBO show.
Khaleesi's in this one, right?
Yeah, she is in this one prominently. And actually, it's actually funny that you say that because Khaleesi is not mentioned in the fourth book. I'm sure a lot of our readers already know that.
We'll get into that down the line.
we should read that one time.
Stop.
But,
That's enough.
But the fifth book, it's a bit of a heavy read, but we actually pride ourselves on the intelligence of our readers.
What is that thing? 1,000 pages?
It's like 1,200.
You guys got to give me a month for this.
Yeah, it might take a
sucker.
couple vacation days to read this one.
Yeah, but that's fine. We'll get it done for you. You guys get it done. We'll be able to do this by next week. I promise you guys, it's a quick read. So this is the fifth book in the Game of Thrones series. It's an absolute page turner. It's so good. So I'm excited to talk about it.
So you've read it.
Yeah, I've read it.
Okay.
I'm going to reread it, and I think I'll try to lead the discussion next time.
Perfect.
Yeah, because you were so quiet today.
I'm really excited about this, Dave. I can see the enthusiasm.
There's
right
a lot,
now,
you know.
and
It ain't
I
Mike
love
Leach,
it.
but it's a lot of dragons.
Hey, dude, if it's what you're into, it's what you're into.
Hey, I mean, I'm trying to turn you onto it.
I agree. I get it.
So you stop kissing me at the fucking casino and you start reading some books.
I hit $500 again tonight. I'm kissing you again.
Craig James is a liar.
I look forward to it. All right, I think that's it, guys.
Give me this, Cam. What's your lock tonight? Give it to me.
Listen, Cavaliers, swing your sword, baby. Mike Leach, I got the Cavs -3.
Come on, baby, let them know.
Can you bet that?
Yes.
I could do like
It's a teaser, baby.
Yes, you can move the line.
I could do like an alt spread or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing that then. All right, sorry. I'm really
All
bad at
right.
this shit. With that, guys, though,
Take us
final
out. Vito.
remarks, Dave.
Craig James is a phony.
Yeah, I think it's
TC
a great
Jewelers is a
episode.
scam.
We really broke down this book. I'm looking forward to talking to the next one. What do you
Kevin
think?
James is nothing
Yeah,
without
we-
Adam Sandler.
I think that's the most we've gotten into a book yet.
Yeah.
And
Look out next week.
That was
Luke's gonna
excited for
wear,
next week, guys.
Luke's gonna wear a training bra. See ya.
About the Cavs?
should have corrected it on air. Yeah, that's professional. That's what we learned in
Something?
broadcasting school.
Where are we at here now?